here's my, my preference is we use 18-inch wheels for race tires, because just about every series mandates an 18-inch wheel, and there's a lot of 18-inch race tires. So for racing, we use 18s. For street and track days, I like 19s. There's a lot of good tires in like good track tires in 19s. And the thing about the difference between 18 and 19, let's say that, and we're only looking at anything tires between a 285 and a 305, sometimes a 315. So in that grouping, there's a really great selection of tires in 19. And if you were to take, for example, let's say a 285 30 18 and a 285 30 19. The 285 30 19 will actually be about a 1 inch taller tire. And I like tall tires on Mustangs. It just, for the weight of the car, it just makes more sense to have a tall tire, especially for forward bite. That's, you look at drag cars, they got huge tall tires. Well, we don't want to go that extreme. But I like 19s. Typically, our typical setup for a 197 is a 19 by 10 front, 19 by 11 rear. And if it's just like a V6 or an EcoBoost, that doesn't have a huge power, we go all the way. We go 10-inch all the way around in 285 35. That's a really nice tire to do a square setup. And when they're square like that, you can rotate them, which is always handy. But for anything that's got like 500 horsepower plus, I like to go a 19 by 10 front and 19 by 11 rear with a 285 35 front and a 305 30 in the back. That's kind of like my favorite combination. Now, we have on some cars gone bigger on both ends, just depending on the car, but that more has to do with the special build that we're doing. So, that's my take. Either one's fine. The other thing about 19s is you got more air between the brakes and the wheel.